Good evening, good morning, or good afternoon. I'm not sure when you guys will be watching this, but I'm recording this at 11:30 on Thursday the 23rd. So if you are a new person, if you're new to my channel, let me start that over again. Welcome, hi, hello, and welcome back to all my returning Titans. Thank you for joining me for yet another upload. If you guys didn't join us today for our live, we did an 8.5 hour Alec Murdaugh live. He went on stand today for when he's on trial for murdering his wife and son, and he actually took the stand today. So it's been a long day to say the least. And then we just did an 1.5 hour Idaho 4 update live. So if you guys didn't catch either of those are there for you guys to catch up on if you'd like to. So if I do sound a little sleepy, that might be why. But this was extremely important and I wanted to get this out to you guys. So we did go over this on the live, but I do have an update about this case. It's about missing toddler. Missing toddler. His name is Joshua J.J. Rowland. So it's down in Hernando County. And the sheriff down there, Al Nininas, said more than 50 law enforcement personnel are looking for 2-year-old boy who was reported missing Thursday morning. And I know that I'm saying the sheriff's name wrong, so I'm just going to call him sheriff. Said law enforcement was looking for the 2-year-old. His name's Joshua Rowland, known as JJ, in the area of Yons Road between Cobb Road and Ponce de Leon. JJ was last seen wearing a gray Batman shirt and dark gray pants. He has blonde curly hair. And I will show you a picture of him in just a moment here. That way you guys can see just how cute his hair is and how cute he is. The sheriff said that there's been no indication that JJ has been abducted and that at the present time, we just don't know what happens. They do say a witness saw JJ in the front yard playing with dogs around 10:40 a.m. this morning. The sheriff's office said the witness was the last person to see JJ before he was reported missing around 11 a.m. The sheriff said the area that they are searching is complicated because it's heavily wooded and difficult to see things from the helicopter. The sheriff's office did say that they were hopeful that infrared cameras and bloodhounds were going to be able to work more efficiently as the sun goes down. Residents in that area are asked to check outside of their properties 3 to 4 times to see if JJ's out there. And if you see JJ, please call the police at 911 or the Hernando County Sheriff's Office at 352-574-6850. I'm going to go ahead and play you this first video, and then we're going to go ahead and go into the update as well.
Of course, that is the hope right now, hearing from Hernando County Sheriff Al Nininas talking about this missing 2-year-old who you see right here on your screen. He goes by JJ. They are searching for him. He has been missing since about 10:40 this morning when what the sheriff says is a very reliable witness saw him playing in his front yard. And then he says the mom noticed him missing around 11 o'clock this morning, but waited about an hour to notify deputies who then began searching. And they have searched homes. They say there are a lot of farms in this area. As you heard the sheriff say, check your property, check it again, check it a third time, because they say he could be in a shed. He could be anywhere.
He could be hiding. They say he acts a lot older than he actually is at 2. So, and much smarter than you'd expect maybe. So yeah, could be hiding. No indication at this point. They said that he's been abducted. And at this point now, as the sun starts to go down, they said that there's hope with infrared cameras. Right. The bloodhounds might have a better shot here at locating.
Yeah, more than 50 deputies out there. And then, of course, he's saying as they're coming out of the woods, just covered in sand spurs. 10 Tampa Bay reporter Malik Rankin has been out at the scene all day as deputies have been searching.
Yeah, Malik, crews are running into several obstacles here in their search.
Courtney and Josh, as we just heard from Sheriff Al Nininas, they have been searching everywhere, and they have been for 5 hours now since that 911 call came in. Now they're looking for Joshua Rowland. We're going to keep showing you this picture on the screen because he's 2.5 years old. He's been missing for 5 hours now, and law enforcement continue in their efforts to find him. As we just heard from the sheriff, roughly 50 sheriff's deputies from the Hernando County Sheriff's Office here on the scene, a dive team we just learned, as well as canines from Pasco and Citrus County. Now let me show you this area so you have an idea as to how this search is a bit complicated. Even with dozens of law enforcement officers on foot, in cars and ATVs, in the sky with choppers and drones, this is a rural area of North Brooksville. These homes are spread out. There's tall grass, retention ponds, and giant trees. All of this makes it all the more difficult to find a small toddler.
The obstacles are the woods. They're very thick, so it's hard to see through with the helicopter and the drones.
We want to show you this map once again. If you live in this area, law enforcement, they're asking you to thoroughly check your property, go through the bushes, make sure if your vehicles are unlocked, check those as well. And to give you guys an idea of just how seriously law enforcement is taking this search, as Sheriff Al Nienhuis pointed out, they are looking into every single tip they've received. In the time that we've been out here on the scene in North Brooksville, we've watched officers zip back and forth through this scene as they get any information to see if it leads to finding little JJ. For now, live in Brooksville, Malik Rankin at 10 Tampa Bay.
Okay, so that was the first video that I wanted to show you guys. That just kind of gives you what we were up to in terms of updates about, let me see, what time is it? It's getting late. So these updates, that was from about, I would say 8 o'clock this evening, maybe 7 o'clock. This newest update just came out about 45 minutes ago. So I wanted to show you this one because it's this is the last one that I could find. That was, I'm sorry, I'm sleepy tonight, guys. This one's the next in the series, of videos. I'm praying above everything else that they do find this little boy, before the sun's down. I hope they find him immediately. I hope he isn't out there, where anything can hurt him. I hope he's not scared, which, I just don't, at the same time, I don't understand if there's officers around there screaming for him, why he wouldn't come out if he was hiding, especially to an officer. So let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section below. And let me know what you guys think about this case in general.
Help us come out and help find.
Now, goodbye. To Hernando County as the hours tick by. The search for a toddler who disappeared at his home this morning becomes more and more urgent. The sheriff's office tells us 2-year-old JJ was last seen in his front yard playing with a dog, and then he was gone. During our afternoon newscast, we showed you crews searching for him over the course of many hours. Fox 13's Aaron Mesmer continues our live coverage for us out there tonight. So, Aaron, what do we know about his disappearance?
Unfortunately, Allie, there isn't a whole lot that deputies know. They know that this little boy disappeared late this morning, as you said, but beyond that, they're just trying to search for answers, to interview witnesses, interview neighbors, anybody they can come up with any kind of clues as to what happened. The sheriff has called off the ground search. We're still hearing the helicopter circling above using infrared from the air to search the ground. Deputies and this entire community are desperate to find this little boy. They may not know 2-year-old JJ Rowland, but the little boy's disappearance.
My heart hurts for this baby and for his family.
Struck a chord in this Brooksville community.
You hear something like this, you just want to come around him.
He could be anywhere. It's just, it's heartbreaking. It breaks my heart. And I couldn't help but to come out and help find this baby.
And that's what so many neighbors decided to do. They joined law enforcement and scoured the heavily wooded area along Yonts Road for hours.
And I would want my community to come together and help find my baby if it were mine.
Hernando Sheriff Al Nienhuis says JJ and his mother were asleep at around 9:30 Thursday morning, but sometime later the boy left home. Investigators say a neighbor saw JJ in his yard at around 10:40 a.m., but he hasn't been seen since.
As of right now, we have no indication that he was abducted.
The search has included more than 50 personnel from the sheriff's office on foot, ATVs, and horseback. A dive team and bloodhounds were called in to help. Detectives have questioned the boy's parents, too.
We don't have any reason to believe that any family member or any associate of the family appears to have anything to hide at all, and they want to find JJ just as much as we do. I can tell you that we're not going to go home until we find JJ.
And neither are some of the family's neighbors, who refuse to give up the search or to give up hope.
I'm extremely hopeful. Extremely hopeful. They're going to find this baby. We're going to bring this baby home.
Yeah, that is obviously the hope. The ground search again has been called off for the night. The deputies are searching from the air using infrared to try to search for this boy on the ground somewhere. The sheriff is also urging neighbors to keep an eye on their yards, look in barns, sheds, anywhere a child might be hiding. And of course, Allie, if anybody has any information as to what happened to this child, give the sheriff's office a call.
And we just continue to hope for the best. All right, Aaron Mesmer live for us.
Yeah.
So that's the latest. Basically, he was sleeping with his mother this morning around 9:30. Apparently, she wasn't awake at that time, and he was able to, I guess, get out of bed and go out the door. Kids are very smart these days. They're very smart. So I guess we'll hear more about that in the next couple of days, maybe. Hopefully, we don't have to wait a couple of days. Hopefully, this little boy is found by, tomorrow morning when we, unfortunately, when we all get in a way, get to wake up in our nice warm beds. And, this little boy is out there. So if you guys could, missing children is just tough. So if you guys could, just please share this video and like the video if you don't want to share it. Subscribe to the channel if you do like true crime. But most importantly, just watching the video really does help. And liking the video, if you guys could just do those two things, that would mean the world to me. Comment your thoughts below. I really would love to know what you guys think about this case. And if you guys would like me to, I can do live on this. So let me know about that also in the comments. And I will see you guys all in the next live. Bye, guys.
Thank you.